Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video announcements. Of course, the big thing I want to talk about this week is our auction. The online auction is in progress. You can go bid on things and buy raffle tickets right now. I'll put a link in the comments in case you didn't get a link in your email. But if we have your contact info, hopefully you got a link in your email. There are a ton of great things to bid on. There are various things, goods that people have donated. There are services, there are events, there are gift cards to be raffled off. So much good stuff. Definitely go check it out. Bid early, bid often, and it'll run, the online part of the auction will run through until 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. So you can get your last bids in right before the church service starts on Sunday. And we are having a live auction event. You can check out the live auction catalog on the website, but you won't be able to bid for those things now. Those are all only available as live items. And the live auction is Saturday, November 4th. That is in just a few days, this Saturday, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. up in the auditorium. It is going to be a dessert auction, so there will be desserts to enjoy as well as cakes to bid on, and a whole bunch of other great things to bid on. There'll be some bid and bump items there, there'll be some live auction items, and there'll be a few raffles that are only happening at the in-person event. So I really hope you'll join us for that event. I think it'll be a lot of fun. We do have a kids movie night happening at the same time. So if you want to come and drop off your kiddos, they can enjoy a movie with Sadie and some of our Faith Formation volunteers. They will also get to enjoy some dessert. And you can head off and enjoy dessert on the other side of the building and enjoy the auction. If you are going to be dropping off a kiddo at the kids movie night, we do ask that you let us know so we make sure we have enough adults. We have an RSVP form for that, and I will put that link in the comments. And if you have any questions about the kids movie night, feel free to reach out to Sadie. If you have questions about the auction in general, you can always reach out to the stewardship team, stew@uunashua.org. Don't forget to bid and support the congregation and hopefully win some great items as well. So that's our auction. Also coming up this week, tomorrow evening, Wednesday, if you're listening to this on Tuesday, it's Wednesday evening, November 1st, the New Hampshire Council of Churches and Seacoast Outright are partnering to host a webinar on supporting LGBTQ plus youth in our congregations. I am going to be a part of it, and I would love to see you there. So if you or if anyone would be interested in that topic, we'd love to have you. It's at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, November 1st. And I'll put a link in the comments to where you can register for the Zoom link. On Sunday, I'm off this Sunday, so I am not going to be preaching or leading worship, but we have a great guest preacher coming. His name is Reverend Peter Friedrichs. He is a retired Unitarian Universalist minister who lives out in Keene now. I've worked with him in the past on some UU Ministers Association work, and so I know that he's great. And he is going to be bringing a service about medical aid in dying. He has been working with an organization called the New Hampshire Alliance for End of Life Options, and is going to be sharing more about that organization, which we're giving our offering to this Sunday, as well as talking about what it means to have a good death, and digging into that idea. Can you have a good death? And if so, what does that look like? So I encourage you to join Reverend Peter on Sunday for that service. It'll be 10 a.m. in the sanctuary as usual, and it is a children's chapel Sunday, so our kiddos will be in the Campbell Chapel starting at 10 a.m. as well. And after the service, Peter will be leading a coffee conversation, since it's the first Sunday of the month, to go a little deeper into the topic and to talk about what the landscape is like here in New Hampshire. So I invite you to join him for that in the fellowship room. A few things coming up later in November. On November 11th, we are holding our Fall Leadership Summit. This is a time for everyone in the congregation, even if you don't consider yourself a leader, to come together to learn more about leadership skills, to explore particular topics in the congregation. And at this Leadership Summit, we're specifically going to be talking about finding and sharing your gifts. Our theme for the month is generosity, and often we kind of get into roles or sign up to volunteer in certain ways or do particular things because that's the thing that is needed. Without a lot of reflection on what is it that we really feel called to do, what are our passions, what are our talents and gifts, and how do we want to share them with the world. So we're going to take that tack on it this time. We're going to help you discern what it is that your gifts are, and think about how you want to share them with the world, or if it feels like you are. If you've figured that out, if maybe you have already figured it out, maybe at the end of the session you'll say, "Wow, I'm doing a great job of sharing my gifts with the world." Or maybe you'll find out, "I don't know if I'm in the right role. I don't know if I have if I have found my place yet." So we would love to explore this with you. We're going to play together some. We're going to have some conversation among ourselves. And I think it'll be a really fun morning. That's November 11th, 9:30 to 11:30, so just a couple hours on that Saturday morning. And we're planning to have some tasty breakfasty treats for you, and coffee and tea, and we hope that you will join us. We will also have child care available during that time if needed. And if you're planning to join us for the Leadership Summit, we would love to know. So I have a form, and I will put the link in the comments, and you can let us know that you're coming. You can let us know about any dietary restrictions, and let us know if you will be using the childcare. So again, that's November 11th, and we'd love to see you there. November 12th is my next Intro to UU class. That's for newcomers. It's our kind of very basic 101 UU session. It's at 11:30 to 12:30 on November 12th. It'll be both in the fellowship room and online. More info to come. On November 18th, save the date, we are doing our annual fall cleanup. We would love your help raking leaves and getting our grounds ready for the winter. It'll be in the morning. You can check out the newsletter for more details about that. And finally, on November 21st, the Nashua Area Interfaith Council is doing our Interfaith Thanksgiving service. This is something that we do every year. The Interfaith Choir sings, and we are hosting it here at UU Nashua. I think it's going to be a great service. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you will be at the service. And I also need some help to host it here. So I am looking for folks to be greeters, to do some setup and cleanup for having some fellowship time afterwards, and to bring snacks for that fellowship time. So I put together a sign-up genius. I'll put the link in the comments. And I would really love your help hosting the interfaith community here at UU Nashua. Again, that's November 21st. That's a Tuesday in the evening. The service is at 7 p.m. and the fellowship time will be directly after. That's what I have for this week. I hope that you go straight from this video to check out the auction and maybe buy some raffle tickets, bid on some of the fabulous items. And I hope I'll see you on Saturday night at our live auction event.